Hello, buddy. San here, engineer, MBA, and investor. In today's video, I want to talk about Intellia, the latest press release, basically announcing the next date where they will be publishing and analyzing further data for their program, for their well-known program at this point, Intellia 2001, which of course is an in vivo approach to genome editing using CRISPR-Cas9. I want to talk about all of that right now. So, title really Intellia Therapeutics to present updated interim clinical data from ongoing phase 1 study of Intellia 2001 for treatment of ATTR at the International Liver Congress 2022. Just as a reminder, Intellia 2001, they published their first set of data actually around 1 year ago, around this date actually in 2021, June. They published their first time for phase 1 data, and the company stock went well above like 50% in one day, then 20% the next day. It was mind-boggling, right? It went from being a top 3, top 4 CRISPR company to literally being top 1, right? They've been holding the most valuable CRISPR company spot in the market cap for quite some time now, for well over almost a year at this point. Since then, things have been going really, really well for Intellia. And it makes sense, right? Intellia is doing something that other companies are not doing, and that is in vivo approach. So CRISPR Therapeutics, they're more known for their ex vivo approach. I mean, they still have a program for in vivo, but in terms of being the furthest in terms of data, that's definitely, with in vivo, that's definitely that award goes to Intellia, especially this program here, Intellia 2001, which is the first ever systematically administered in vivo CRISPR investigational therapy, right? So ongoing single dose expansion, right? They're going to have including data supporting fixed dose. So since then, they sort of selected their dose. I believe it's 80 milligram per kilogram at this point. That's going to be their fixed dose, which they announced the last set of data. Unfortunately, when they did announce the last set of data, we were still we were sort of beginning this market crash that we've been in. So we definitely did not get a 50% jump since then. And it's not like anybody was expecting it, right? The first time is always going to be the biggest shock, which is what we had last year. But clearly here, this is happening between June 22nd and June 26th. In London, so later this month. Let's take a look at how the CEO, John Leonard, is reacting to this. We are pleased to be presenting a long-term follow-up data from the first in-human study of Intellia 2001, which is designed to potentially halt progress and reverse ATTR. We look forward to sharing interim data we believe demonstrates the potential of our CRISPR-based investigational therapy to a one single dose treatment that provides a deep and durable response. So I think that is what people are looking for, durability, right? We know it's deep. We have it. We have data for over 95 reduction proteins when it comes to, basically treating that disease potentially. We've seen it over 90% of reduction basically means you can potentially reduce, rather you can potentially cure this disease, right? Technically, you can't use the word cure until this is approved, until this has gone FDA approval. I've been told that by Jimmy, one of our patients for CRISPR Therapeutics program, Exacel now called, formerly known as CTX001. So let's not use the word cure. Let's just say potentially cure, right? That's what happens when you want to be grammatically correct, right? That's what the bureaucrats of the FDA want you to say, right? So we'll abide by that. So basically here they're posting some of the averages here, the numbers they got, TTR reduction of 93% and 98% by day 28 across 6 patients treated, which is actually what we talked about. And fixed dose will be 80 milligrams. Sorry, it was 1 milligram per kilogram. So the fixed dose now was announced after that last cohort of data released, that they're going to stick with 80 milligram in part 2 of phase 1. They're still in phase 1. They still have to go with phase 2. But again, those are just, they can literally jump to phase 2 right now if they wanted to, but they're sticking with part 2. I like that. They're selecting the dose. They're testing the dose. We'll get data for that dose and then eventually move to phase 2 later this year, potentially. Who knows? So great things are coming. I'm assuming what I'm expecting here, guys, is more data that's gonna shock the world for the better. I think the way they will prove durability across all their patients using that fixed dosage. Clearly here, 98% reduction of TTR is huge. Okay, this is huge. Even if it's above 80%. I was told that if it was like, if I remember, there was someone who told me if it's above like 60 or 70%, you have something that's quite acceptable. And this is just crazy. 98 is like, can we even get this FDA approved right now? There's people literally with this disease that, are on huge treatments, alternative treatments that are not working out. They're costing taxpayers a lot of money. It's ruining families, ruining communities. What's the delay for, right? So, but anyways, can't accelerate things for a reason, guys. So it is what it is. June 24th is the date and time we will get data for all of this for 80 milligram of dosage. That's the key part of this data. Now they've selected the dosage. Let's see what data we get. Don't be surprised if we shock the world once more. But again, don't be surprised if the stock price doesn't move because of this market crash. It is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. We'll end this video like this. Do like this video. Do smash the like button. Destroy it. Thank you so much for subscribing as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.